First of all, I would like to thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here among my honored guests, ministers, and I'm very grateful to be in the third Economist Impact in Thessaloniki, which is my hometown. I'm from Thessaloniki, even though I don't live in Greece anymore. As you said, I'm here to talk about fintech and about startups in general. And yeah, you're very right. The strong financial sector, strong banking sector is really important for fintech and startups, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. To your question first, TopFX is it is a fintech company, even though it's not a startup anymore. I'm the CEO of TopFX. It's a company that is on the trading sector, so we trade mostly currencies. Also, before TopFX, I was the head of product development of a platform called CTrader, which is the second most famous platform in the world right now, and it was also a fintech company. We're talking about an investment of more than 50 million euros to build this platform. It's been in development for 12 years. So I think I am a bit qualified to talk about fintech in general. Of course, I would like to welcome everybody. And first of all, we need to explain what is fintech to anybody someone who doesn't know from here. Like, fintech means financial technology. And when we're talking about financial technology, we're talking about when you get software and hardware, new technologies like, for example, AI, blockchain, cloud computing, and software as a service, artificial intelligence, okay, AI. When you incorporate all these technologies into the financial sector, which is obviously banking, payments, lending, personal finance, and portfolio management, then you have fintech. And obviously, it's mostly startup companies, because the whole purpose is to find an innovative idea that doesn't exist anymore, and you create a new company and you try to make it work. Or you can do embedded finance. And you think about, OK, how can I bring my software to something existing? OK. Now, in Greece, obviously, Greece, I'm Greek. I'm very proud to be Greek. We have the brain power here. We have the natural charisma. We have a very high levels of education. We're a perfect country to incorporate the startup world and fintech technologies. Because another important factor is that fintech doesn't require a lot of investment in machinery, production, and things that we may be lacking compared to other countries. It only requires brain power, good vision, and a good strategy. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of development in fintech and new startups in the recent years for Greece. But on the same time, there are countries that have evolved a lot through fintech or through startups, like Estonia, for example. And I think we're going to get there at some point. I think we're going to surpass them. Because, to be perfectly honest, I see that the government has been striding to assist the startup world, the investments, to bring new investments to the country. I think that another important thing that I'm very happy about, it's one of the questions that you also asked, like, about talent. Why can we find talent? Greece has been exporting talent for many years now, which is something that makes all of us sad. I'm a product of that. I've also been exported. I live in Cyprus now. So it's a great shame, and I'm very happy that I saw the government proposing new measures to bring all those Greeks back. And I think that's a solution to the problem of talent. If we manage to bring most of the Greeks back into Greece, I mean, we're going to solve all of our problems. Now, in regards to fintech in Greece, even in Greece now, we do everything from a mobile, right? Everything financial, like we open our bank accounts, we do our finance, we do our trading. So we did have a lot of development of startups, and we even call our taxi on the phone now. It's not fintech, but everything's kind of related. But even with, no, it's not fintech. When I call my taxi on my phone, there is embedded finance. I have to pay this taxi. Mm-hmm. When I pay this taxi through Google Pay, this is embedded finance. This is fintech. Fintech is everywhere in software. When you have payments, you have fintech. Now, the fintech has a lot of advantages and a couple of challenges. Biggest advantages is that it makes things very fast. It provides everybody in equal opportunity, in equal terms. Everybody has a mobile. But the biggest challenge, especially in Greece, is that for fintech and startups, you have to understand that these kind of companies don't have revenues for 2, 3, 4 years. They have to develop a product. So they need quite a bit of financing in order to start. And I would say that Greece is not the strongest country in terms of financing new startups, but it's getting there. I think that I'm pretty sure the government has plans to have new, like ESPA measures or new financing for startups, tailor-made, which is going to help grow the sector a lot. For example, in my experience in Cyprus, okay, those companies are in Cyprus. How is Cyprus different? A couple of things, 3 things, I would say. First of all, Cyprus accepts documents in English, everything. You don't have to know the local language in order to open a company, in order to do any legal things, nothing. Really important. I think this is something that we can also, keep it in mind for the future. Second, Cyprus attracts new investors with helping them with their taxes. Like they have the non-residency program, so if you're not a resident, you don't pay dividends tax. I think that the government actually did something similar with 5% on the dividends tax lately, which is something that I was very, very happy and very proud about, because I see that we're finally thinking like the Cypriots do, which is the whole plan is to bring new investments to the island. And the third part is that they are actually less afraid of non-residents. I mean, in Greece, we are a little bit of a closed society with the language and everything, and whereas Cypriots are more open-minded. Everything is in English there, even not just the documentation of the company, but you can just live there speaking English. And but however, there is one thing that I heard today in the conference is the attraction of digital nomads in Greece. Personally, I've been around the world like 3 times. I've been everywhere. Greece is the best country to live in, and I don't say that lightheartedly. I mean, I am Greek, but still, nothing compares to Greece. And I think that it's a perfect country to attract digital nomads and to create startups. So I'm very happy again to be here. I'm very happy to answer any questions that you have about startups or fintech. And lastly, I would like to say in Greek ότι θα ήθελα να δω την Ελλάδα να ηγείται στον χώρο. Θα ήθελα να δω την Ελλάδα να είναι πολύ παραπάνω από το υπόλοιπο Ανατολικό μπλοκ και την Εστονία. Και είμαι σίγουρος ότι θα το δω, γιατί έχουμε πραγματικά ταλέντο και brain power, το οποίο λείπει από πολλές άλλες χώρες, όπως και το καλύτερο culture.